All right, ladies and gentlemen, heat number 1 has Dustin Sargent and Robert Boggs on the front row, Joseph Grandy and Tyler Hessen on the second row. James Haas and Morgan Dowdy on the third row, Jacob Hessen and Robert Procaccini round out the fourth row, Robbie Jeppesen rounding out the 9-car field. Some of the drivers that did not qualify may not be taken to the track here. Looks like only 7 drivers have taken to the grid for Heat 1. Pace truck starts rolling, leading the drivers around these big 360 sprints on the dirt track at Charlotte. Excuse me, my apologies. Pace truck will bring him around one more time. That pace truck drops onto pit road on the back straightaway. Then Dustin Big Money Sargent will lead him around to turn 4. Barney the Flagman in the flag stand, getting ready for the drop of the green here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you all are ready for a great night of racing. Heat number 1. Pace truck is in. Out of turns 3 and 4. Dustin Big Money Sargent fires quickly. Green flag in the air. And Dustin gets a big jump to the front, but the battle is mid-pack. Side by side, out of turns 3 and 4, Dustin leads that first lap, but Joseph Grandy and Robert Boggs battling side by side is allowing Tyler Hessen to close in. Meanwhile, a 3-car battle at the back. James Haas, Jacob Hessen, and Morgan Dowdy go at it. Tyler Hessen, as he tries to reel in the top 3, has the fastest lap so far tonight. Haas and Hessen still side by side, Dowdy right behind. And Dustin Big Money Sargent, his big lead is gone. Robert Boggs is there. But Dustin just set the fastest lap. It doesn't appear to matter though. Boggs continuing to reel him in. Tyler Hessen back and forth was gaining ground on the top 3, but they straightened out, stopped battling, and now he is about a second behind. Meanwhile, Boggs looking down to the bottom for the lead. Oh, gets a little loose out of 2. Three more laps to go, and we're still going to see a battle for the lead. Tyler Hessen is not going to be able to catch up. Jacob Hessen, James Haas, and Morgan Dowdy have spread out a bit. 2 laps to go. Robert Boggs just set the fastest lap of the night, trying to take that top spot, but here we go. White flag in the air. 1 more lap to go, and Heat 1. Boggs is underneath. Could not get the run out of turn 2. Looks down to the bottom for turn 3. But does not have enough. Dustin Big Money Sargent pulls off the win in Heat 1. Boggs comes home second. Joseph Grandy in third. Tyler Hessen, Jacob Hessen round out your top 5. Heat number 2, we'll see Chad Coate and Craig Silby on the front row. Patrick Coate and Craig Silby on the front row. Patrick Coluccio and Stephen Lindo are on the second row. Sam Milliken, Reese Goetz on the third row. Joe Lockhart, Will McNeil, and Marion Roth round out the field for Heat 2. Glover, I have to agree, buddy. That was a great race. These guys get stacked up quickly. Keep an eye on Patrick Coluccio and Steven Slider Lindo on that second row. Those are two hard-to-beat cars. DJ Kenner cheering on Steven Slider Lindo. Craig Silby, though, on that front row, the highest I-rated driver in this heat, could be tough to beat. One more time around, getting ready for that pace truck to drop back in for heat number 2. Chad Coate was trying to bump the pace truck off the track so they can get going. Good to see you tonight, DJ. Here they come out of turn 4. They fire and green is in the air. Down through 1 and 2, a lot of drivers moving around. Patrick Coluccio already up to second. But Craig Silby fires by on the high side. The Australian trying to take second. Oh, that got a little close there through 1 and 2. The track starting to slick off. Stephen Lindo has had a problem back behind. He is on his way to pit road. What happened with Stephen Slider Lindo out of turn 1 and 2? Got a big run and gets into the car ahead and into the wall. We will definitely see Lindo back for the feature. Meanwhile, Chad Coate has checked out as Patrick Coluccio and Craig Silby continue to battle for second and third. Reese Goetz in fourth and Sam Milliken in fifth, starting to close in just a little bit on the leaders. Craig Silby is now cleared Coluccio and sets his sights on the leader. And oh, it looked like Milliken had a little problem through 1 and 2 that time. The track is starting to slick off. Drivers will have to adjust, make adjustments to the car between every session tonight as Silby just set the fastest lap of Heat 2. And he is closing on Coate very quickly. Nah, I don't think you jinxed him, DJ. He had one heck of a big run, probably more than anybody expected him to have. Coluccio now back in third. Reese Goetz in fourth and Sam Milliken in fifth. But Chad Coate's about to have his hands full out of turn 4. He holds them off. Chad Coate wins heat number 2, followed by Craig Silby and Patrick Coluccio. Reese Goetz and Sam Milliken rounded out. Joe Lockhart ended up coming off track. On to heat number 3, J.P. Scheiderer and Nathan Vossi on the front row. Dylan Berg, Chris Schaefer have the second row. Stephen Fernberg and Justin Glover on the third row. Jared Heasley has dropped out. And it looks like, as have Nicholas Deering and Grayson Underwood. Heat number 3 starting with just 6 cars here. Thank you, Kevin, for the follow. If y'all are new here, make sure you hit that follow, like, share button. Welcome to the HTSAI family. Vossi is always fun to watch. Pace truck is in. JP and Nathan Vossi battling out on the front row. Here they come out of turn 4, and green flag is in the air. They are away. Dylan Berg quickly moves up into second. Vossi up on the high line. Fernberg and Glover on the move as well, but Glover loses a little ground out of turn 4. A 3-car battle at the back, and Chris Schaefer gets a little bit of the wall in 2, but he is able to keep his momentum up. Nathan Vossi slipped back into 3rd on that first lap, but is trying to fight his way back past Dylan Berg. Meanwhile, JP Scheiderer starting to check out. Hey, good evening, Ryan. How are you, bud? Oh, caution is out. Looks like Vossi involved, our first caution of the night. Oh, big collision out of turn 2. Vossi loses his top wing. Scheiderer still out front, followed by Dylan Berg, Justin Glover, Chris Schaefer, and Steve Fernberg. Nathan Vossi has gone to pit road for repairs. Caution laps do not count, so if Vossi can get that car back out, he will still maintain the lead lap. Well, DJ actually said he would be fun to watch, and he definitely lived up to it. And DJ, will you be defending your championship this season in the trucks? Because I do know a new contender is coming. Pace truck is back on pit road. Vossi did not make it back out. He is still on pit road. Here they come out of turn 4. They fire and are away. Green back in the air. 6 to go. A lot of wall riding through 1 and 2. Looks like Chris Schaefer got the wall out of 2 once again. Meanwhile, JP Scheiderer has just started to pull away. Dylan Berg trying to keep him in sight. Chris Schaefer now back up into 3rd. Fernberg in 4th, or in 5th. Now in 4th as he's going by. Glover went for flight. 3 laps to go. Caution is back out. Let's see what happened to Justin. Oh, looks like he just got whacked coming out of turn 2. The car on the bottom slid up and Glover was upside down. Well, DJ, I know you'll do great whatever you run in. They don't call you the Iceman for nothing, buddy. However, that new driver I'm teaching that'll be running trucks, well, She, based on practice today, she might be tough to beat. Everybody getting stacked up, ready for the restart. Murder in turn 2 is definitely a good one explanation for that one. Pace truck is in. Down to 4 cars in heat number 3. This has been the wildest heat so far as they stack back up. Green flag is in the air. JP caught him napping just a little bit. Berg in second. Schaefer makes it through 1 and 2. Doesn't get the wall like he had on the previous restarts. Fernberg now up to 4th place. But it is Scheider out front who has dominated Heat 3 so far. White flag is in the air one more time around. Scheider sets the fastest lap as he comes out of turn 4 and is going to win heat number 3. Dylan Berg comes home second. Chris Schaefer in third. Steve Fernberg in fourth. On to the B main here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Tyler Hessen and Reese Goetz on the front row. Steve Fernberg and Jacob Hessen on the second row. Sam Milliken, Justin Glover on the third row. Morgan Dowdy and Joe Lockhart on the fourth. Nathan Vossi and James Haas rounding out the top 10. Stephen Lindau starting in 11th. The rest of the names listed here I do not believe are gridding. We did not see them during the heats. DJ, I know she is nervous as all get out, but I am looking forward to coaching and cheering her on myself. Pace truck is rolling. 2 pace laps here. Lights go out on the pace truck. It'll drop in on the back straightaway. Tyler Hessen will be in control of the start. Track really starting to show signs of slicking off. Pace truck is in. Some of these drivers that came into that third heat have not had enough time to make the adjustments for the slick track. This could get interesting as the green flag flies. Hessen gets a good jump on Reese. Fernberg, Jacob Hessen. Oh, we've got one flipping out of turn 2. Caution is out. And it looks like Justin Glover went for a ride once again. There's Glover up on the high side, off into 1 and 2. Oh, car slides up and gets loose in front of him. That was the 16 of Morgan Dowdy. This could get really, really tricky for Justin Glover as he does not have a top wing. Justin has gone to pit road, gotten his repair. His wing is back. DJ, I certainly hope so. They are single file. The pace car drops in. And here they go. Green flag back in the air. Reese Goats in the lead, but almost hits the wall. Everybody gets a bigger run out of turn 2. Tyler Hessen back to the bottom. That got a bit sketchy at the front. Oh, we've got him touching all over the place. Big wreck on the back straightaway. Caution is out. Sam Milliken caught up in it as well. I think Sam came in behind this mess with nowhere to go. You see the 3 cars stacking up. Milliken just had nowhere he could go. Reese Goats was involved in that, had to go to pit road. Morgan Dowdy also on pit road. Sam Milliken has come in for repairs. Looks like everybody has gotten their cars repaired and back out on track. As they stack up and get ready for the restart. Tyler Hessen and Jacob Hessen, now the 2 cars out front. You got to wonder if there's a little rivalry going on between those 2 drivers. Hey, thanks for the follow, Dylan. Green flag back in the air. Tyler Hessen gets a big run. Jacob Hessen in second. Fernberg drifted way up the track, really getting slick. Justin Glover has had an incident and towed to pit road with 11 laps to go. Looks like Justin may have had a problem on the restart. He was down. Oh, he got the tire. Obviously damaged some of his steering, so, oh, we've got a car slow on the back straightaway. Looks like Reese Goats had a problem getting into turn 3. He has lost some ground, but now already back past Dowdy. Meanwhile, Tyler Hessen in the lead has pulled away a little bit, but Steve Fernberg has gotten past Jacob, now into second place. Stephen Lindo, meanwhile, on the march. After problems in his heat, he is all the way up into 4th, and Nathan Vossi has had a problem. Oh, Nathan through 3 and 4. Looked like he just lost it a little bit. Ended up in the wall. Starting to see more and more problems as this track slicks off. There will be a lot of adjustments before the feature for these drivers, I'm sure. Fernberg still trying to reel in Hessen. Tyler Hessen, Jacob Hessen still in third. Steven Slider, Lindo closing in fourth. Sam Milliken in fifth. Reese Goetz in sixth. And Morgan Dowdy still having some issues back in seventh. Nathan Vossi and Justin Glover both out of the race early. 2 laps to go. Fernberg still has the lead, but lap traffic is going to come into play. Or Tyler Hessen has the lead as lap traffic comes into play. Fernberg just set the fastest lap of the race. White flag in the air. Fernberg has caught the leader. Jacob Hessen closing in back behind, but just 2 more turns. Tyler Hessen on the bottom, and at the line it is Steven Fernberg with the last lap pass to win the B-Main. What a run by Fernberg here tonight. Now the drivers get a little bit of warm-up time here and a last chance to get those cars dialed in. Does look like the track crew has been out to work on the track. That is unexpected. We were expecting no changes to the track. But it looks like the track crew had other plans. They have cleaned it up. Still a little bit slick in the turns, but not nearly as bad as what we saw during that B-Main. Let's take a ride. Right now, Robert Boggs is the fastest on track. Let's take a ride on the front wing of his car for a lap around the dirt track at Charlotte. Down through turns 3 and 4, close to the wall. Down into 1 and 2, dodging the dirt coming at him. Down back through 3 and 4 once again. Out of turn 4 back to the start finish line. Boggs did a lap in 14.48 seconds. Dustin Big Money Sargent currently second fastest. Steven Fernberg third. Joseph Grandy in fourth, and Chad Coate in fifth. Looks like J.P. Scheider, who dominated his heat, is now getting some laps in here. Craig Silby, the highest rated driver in the field, currently second fastest. He will definitely be one to watch. Nathan Vossi finding some speed here. Dylan Berg out on track trying to find a little more. Glover back out. Glover has had nothing but bad luck here tonight. I do know that he has not had a lot of time in these cars here recently. Not as much practice as he would like, but he is still going to send it. Chris Schaefer is out there, Sam Milliken, just about everybody getting a few laps in here. I do believe Patrick Coluccio is the only driver in the feature who has not been out on track yet in the warm-up. That is confidence. Seconds left to go. Then we go to the 30-lap feature here at the dirt track at Charlotte under the lights. From what we have seen so far tonight, this feature event is gonna be awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have been working toward all night long. The feature event here at Charlotte. Dustin Sargent and Chad Coate have the front row. JP Scheider and Robert Boggs on the second. Craig Silby and Dylan Berg have the third row. Joseph Grandy and Chris Schaefer on the fourth. Steven Fernberg and Tyler Hessen round out your top 10. Jacob Essen starting in 11th with Stephen Lindo in 12th. Sam Milliken in 13th. Reese Goetz in 14th. Morgan Dowdy 15th. Nathan Vossi in 16th. Justin Glover 17th. The rest, Joe Lockhart in 18th. And James Haas in 19th. Jared Heasley and Rocco did not join. You're probably right, DJ. One more time around, the pace car will turn in on the back straightaway, and the drivers will go racing. Pace truck is in. Dustin Big Money Sargent controls the start. He fires through 3 and 4. Green flag is in the air. The feature is underway. And holy cow, if it looks tight up front, in the back it's getting even more exciting. They were briefly 2, 3, and at one point I think 4 wide through 1 and 2 on that start. Stephen Lindo had a problem early on. Let's take a quick look. There's Lindo. Looked like he might have gotten a bump from the 18. Holy cow. He did get a bump, but manages to recover. Dustin Big Money Sargent at the front, but JP Scheider are trying to reel him in. They're 3 wide mid-pack as drivers are trying to fight their way toward the front. Joseph Grandy and Steven Fernberg on the march. Nathan Vossi already up 5 spots as well. He is moving. Craig Silby already up 2 spots into third. But Dustin Big Money Sargent has opened up a 1-second lead at the moment. And Steven Fernberg has had a problem. Coming out of turn 2, and looks like another driver just came down the track. What an epic save though by Fernberg, gets it going again. JP Scheider just set the fastest lap of the race so far. In second place, trying to reel in the leader, has chopped that gap down to half a second. Joseph Grandy, meanwhile, has moved his way up into 5th. Jacob Hessen up 4 spots into 7th. Hessen making that bottom really work here, where most of the drivers have moved up into that outer lane, getting right up on the cushion. Caution is out for the first time in the feature. Remember, caution laps do not count here tonight. And looks like Chad Coate was involved. See if we can see what happened here as they come out of turn 4. Chad Coate up on the high side into 1 and 2. Back down into 3 and 4, right up on the cushion, taking that right rear through it. Right up on the wall all the way around, but I am not seeing the issue that brought the caution out. They stack back up for the restart already. Pace truck is in. JP Scheider, Dustin Sargent, fire and green flag is in the air. Sargent got away early on that first start, but Scheider is already there. Meanwhile, a dogfight mid-pack. And Scheider on the high side goes to the lead. The battle is really on back behind. Joseph Grandy now up into 4th. Guys trying to find any track they can utilize to move forward. Stephen Lindau has had a problem. Nathan Vossi now up into the top 10. Let's see what happened to Lindau. Lindau way up there, but not all the way at the top, and the 18 just gets loose in front of him. A few moments later, Lindau had gotten back out on track after repairs, and wow, he just sends it into the infield. JP Scheider now has the lead over Dustin Sargent. Craig Silby back in third. Joseph Grandy now up into fourth. Robert Boggs holds on to fifth. Dylan Berg, Jacob Hessen battling now for sixth place. Vossi up into eighth. Dathan is definitely on the move. Tyler Hessen currently in ninth. Chad Coate in 10th, but JP has opened up a gap. He's about to be in lap traffic. Dylan Berg and Jacob Hessen still battling. That's allowing Nathan Vossi to close up. Tyler Hessen and Chad Coates still battling back behind, along with Chris Schaefer. And Sam Milliken had one heck of a run into turn one as he battles with Steven Fernberg. Yeah, Patrick, he definitely has checked out from this one. Vossi continues his march toward the front in eighth, has caught up to Jacob Hessen and Dylan Berg. JP Scheider's lead continues to grow over Dustin Sargent. Morgan Dowdy, caution is out. We have got multiple cars involved. Looks like Morgan Dowdy and Craig Silby. Dowdy just turns into the infield in turn one and calls it a night. Craig Silby, meanwhile, sits in third. He just loses all momentum, and he just pulls into the infield as well. This one person that did not want to see this is JP Scheiderer. One person that is definitely going to benefit from this is Nathan Vossi, though. However, he has slipped all the way back into 12th. He had marched his way forward. Everybody lined up single file. Pace truck is in. JP Scheiderer leads them down. It'll be 3 to go at the line. JP fires, green flag in the air. 3 laps to go, and the single file restart definitely benefits JP here, as there is some dogfighting going on toward the back. They are trying to get 4 wide back there. And they do. They're almost 5 wide into turn 1 with 2 laps to go. Chris Schaefer on the move. Now Steve Fernberg, Nathan Vossi all the way back to 8th. White flag is in the air. JP Scheiderer has a gap. Dustin Sargent in 2nd. Joseph Grandy in 3rd. Tyler Boggs 4th. But here they come, and JP Scheiderer pulls off the win. Dustin comes home in second. Joseph Grandy in third. Robert Boggs fourth. Tyler Hessen comes home in fifth. And let's see. Well, it doesn't look like any. Oh, here we go. Let's talk to third place, Joseph Grandy. Joseph, that was a great run tonight to come home with the podium finish.
Yeah, it was. I prefer slick tracks, so I get along a little faster there. Started fifth, I think. Just keep it straight, keep it steady. Seventh, and that's about all I had to do.
Man, it was a few points in there. You guys were 3, 4, and at 1.5 wide, just battling, trying to get your way forward, but you managed to hold on when a lot of guys ended up slipping backwards.
Yeah, obviously throttle control. Try not to hit the wall. I'll put my wing back quite a bit and keep it steady.
Well, man, great job, great podium finish, and ought to be an awesome season for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Should be fun.
And it looks like we don't have second place Dustin Big Money Sargent. Double checking that. No, but we do have our winner, JP Scheider. JP, it's been a while since I talked to you, but man, I am not surprised to see you in victory lane.
Dude, I know it, dude.
That was a great run. Once you took the lead, you kind of checked out. If it hadn't been for that caution, you would have won with quite a large gap.
Oh, of course, dude. As always, Tyler Hessen on the setup, dude. He fucking dialed me in tonight. I think he had a great night, too. Top 5, I think he said. So, good night for Tyler Hessen driving school, of course. But yeah, dude, I had a pretty big gap on in the field. My spotter was telling me, so yeah.
Well, man, and it was awesome to see you again, and a great run tonight. Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, dude.
And thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is going to be an awesome season for them. Make sure you're following them on Facebook so you can get all the broadcast information coming up. Hope you guys had as much fun as we did. Everybody have a wonderful night.